Hey guys, welcome back. I'm about to start working on the NC, but before I do that, I wanted to confirm that my work is going somewhere and we are about to buy the 2.5 engine. I thought you guys would be interested in that. I'm definitely having anxiety right now because it's been quite a while since I bought an engine. Last engine I bought was for the K-swap, and I went and got it in person and checked it out and was like, yep, this is the one. Whereas I'm buying this one online from a salvage yard. It does have a warranty on the engine, so that makes me feel more comfortable, as well as the engine was tested and has good compression numbers. Fairly low mileage, especially compared to a lot of the 2.5s that I'm able to find. So no complaints there. It's a great deal, and I'm really nervous, but let's buy this engine right now. I also feel a lot better knowing that this car was hit in the rear, so I'm not really worried about any damage to the engine, as well as, like I said, engine was tested, so. Okay, well, it's been purchased. Don't know when I'm gonna see it, but it's coming to my work, so I will be able to take delivery of it and pull it off the truck with a forklift. I can't believe it. I guess this means that I need to start taking out the 2-liter though. So let's get to it. Okay, one last start for the 2-liter. Ooh, that was a little slow. She's been draining her battery. I accidentally left this light on, so I think that's why. One last go of the 2-liter. Okay, so I lied. I didn't end up working on the MX-5 the other day. Reason being is because the garage was 6 degrees and that was just a little too cold. Today it is high 30s, so it's a little better in here, so I'm hoping I can get some stuff done before my fingers freeze off, hence the gloves. I just got off work, so we're doing this after work because this weekend I have to take a trip down to Alabama. That's a secret, can't really talk about it. But with that being said, engine's ordered, so I need to start pulling this engine. So let's get to it. Not too bad, not too bad. A little bit bad. That's why I took the gloves off. Pick it up. Oh, I don't know, can I just... Wow, was this a aftermarket design or did Mazda do that? Because whoever did that, I appreciate you. Okay, I thought I'd film during the day so you can actually see me. We are making some progress on getting the MX-5 engine out. Fluids are drained, we have a decent amount of the wiring harness removed, accessories are removed, so we need to remove the transmission, the remainder of the wiring harness, and some cooling hoses. And I think that should be good enough to get this thing out. I'm excited. Engine comes in very soon, so we'll be refreshing that and putting that in. But that's kind of all I have for you right about now. I'll update you later tonight when we get back to working on it. Okay, sorry for the terrible lighting, but I just pulled the alternator out, so that's gonna help me get to what you can't see down here, the motor mount bolts, so that'll help. It's also getting me access to these O2 sensor bolts, because I think I'm gonna try and pull this with it. I don't know, maybe I'll loosen it up, just pull the engine out. Well, I'm kind of winging this because I even printed out some directions at work on how to pull the engine, and it told me I need to drop it from the bottom. So even the thing at work says to drop the engine this way, but like the space I'm working with underneath the car will not fit an engine, so that just can't happen. Say hi, River. Hi, River. Assisting. Okay, update. Don't know how well you can see it, but everything's removed down there. Most of the wiring harness is removed. Need to disconnect the upper transmission bolts, and then I think we'll be good. I need to disconnect the compressor. I think I'm gonna have to do that as the engine's coming up as well. So we'll see. Some of this might just kind of be a guessing game. So let's see what happens. Okay, this is really weird. Oop. I guess there's a little more fuel in there than I thought there was. Okay, so I made more progress than I anticipated to. Was working on getting the intake and exhaust manifold off. Got the exhaust manifold off. There are definitely some broken studs now. Thankfully, only on the manifold and not on the engine. Not that that would be that big of a deal, seeing as we're getting a new engine, but that's off. Intake manifold, I'm forfeiting taking off and hoping that I can just slide this all out without damaging anything, because I've lost the 8mm in there somewhere trying to get the EGR stuff out, and the tube in the back is too stripped to try and get any kind of wrench on there. So unfortunately, I'm kind of out of options other than pulling the engine with the intake manifold on. It's coming out fairly smooth. My problem was I was so focused on making sure the trans was disconnecting properly that I didn't realize I started squishing that front metal hose. And so now I'm fighting really hard with the engine to move back enough so I can get that hose out of the way. That is the only thing at this point holding this engine up. I sat and fought to get the motor mounts out, and I have sat and fought everything right now to get this engine out, but we are almost there. So I'm gonna work on moving this tube, and then I'll catch up with you guys when we start pulling the engine out.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year.
Okay, so the engine is officially out. Can you believe it? I cannot. So now that the 2-liter is out, we're gonna transfer the parts to the 2.5 that we need, and then modify some of the things we need to modify, and then start working on getting the 2.5 back into the NC. I'm very excited, and I will see you guys in the next video where I'm gonna go over what parts I'm using and refreshing the engine and getting it ready to go back in. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Peace out, and I will catch you in the next one.